Yes, my people. As I be say, say the press conference is very long. We will take all our video they put them together. So we will take some key highlight. First of all, I don't bring to now the key highlights who the minister talk about. Now I dey bring to now the side where the panelists they talk. Where they talk there after we the journalists will be there at the hall themselves ask question and how they reply the question the way they ask. So I can bring that particular insert now. So you will watch me, please share the video, like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So anytime I upload video, you will get the right information. Whether it is salon, this salon, this na salon business, now your business. Because you get family there. So you need for know what is the update, what they go on, things that way they go. So that somebody who go see don't know they lie by you now, social media or any other. So I will bring to you the live source where they come up from the Ministry of Information. I know they add anything, what did they talk? Now here they bring to you, so you will hear from them. I think that is very important in communication. How do they put it out? They need forget people where they share that information so that it go all over. At least the fake news it go less. So thank you. Share my video, like, comment. Please follow me. This is not salon business. Follow me. Follow your brother so that you will get the information. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister Chegnoba. Onago Biami. Not we all use for say Chegnoba. Plenty of we elect for say Siba. Even when we don't get together and several spaces outside this country, you get people like call them Siba for short. So it's really great to be here. Thank you for the honor. My first time indeed for dinner the press conference, but I don't follow the press conference very closely. So if we count the people that can watch online, are they among them? There are times where I can share my feedback with the honorable minister, and as you say, week in, week out, this they continue and the quality they grow by the week. So one for say on behalf of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, and on me on personal behalf, I want for say well done, and make we continue for do this, make we continue for grow the communication between government and the public. So it's great to be here. I mean, as the Honorable Minister mentioned, me and one of the people in we joined government following the re-election of His Excellency the President, President Julius Maada Bio, and a really great for there as Deputy Justice Minister. Of course, a lot of people know about the Office of Attorney General and Minister of Justice. The Attorney General is Mr. Mohammed Lamin Tarawali, and me, the deputy. And in terms of portfolio, the way, whilst, we work together, the ministry, that's very, very clear. And the minister, they provide leadership in everything we they do. But we also realize, say, there's a need for we all take a lead on various things. And so that is why the Attorney General be don't ask me for I take the lead on strengthening justice delivery, or working with the justice sector institutions, not the country. So, yes, right, for say, I focus more on the justice ministry part of that office there, because, as we know, we get a fusion as salon where we get Attorney General and Minister of Justice. In this position, I don't handle various things. I mean, one of the people with the president appoint to the cross-party committee on electoral reforms, which I serve with other government officials and, we brothers and sisters na the APC for make we look at the challenges we done in the electoral system and then use this process for build a strong electoral architecture for this country. I want to say that because I don't be identified with that by several people. But more importantly, for the purpose of this press conference, really don't they manage the justice sector reform process for this country. If I can take a step back, we all don't hear about the big five game changers where the president don't talk about plenty. We don't hear a lot of other government ministers don't talk about them. And after the president announced the big five game changers, it been see the need for make some slight adjustments. Because the president watch say if we make all the investments in the in food security, human capital development, we get job creation, information technology, etc., etc. If we not strengthen the justice sector, or if we not strengthen the justice delivery process, then there'll be a question of whether we have value for money. A very possible say we'll make all our investments in other things and then it will crumble. And so that is why the president see the need for make adjustments and say instead of just doing public sector reform, it's a public and justice sector reform. So justice sector reform is part of the big five game changers for this country. And so, with the Attorney General in directives, I am media supervise that particular process there. And so, when we say justice sector reform, what do they look at? First, now for note, say, when the war come to an end in 2002, Salon actually take up justice sector reform as a post-war initiative. And so, of course, a lot of people go down here, about JSDP, and then, of course, later come to JSC, or Justice Sector Coordination Office. For now, we don't get 4 generations of the Justice Sector Reform Strategy. The 4th generation expired last year. So now, we did develop the 5th generation Justice Sector Reform Strategy. And we did do this at the time when the president said don't put them right up in priority list as one of the game changers for this country. So as a start, we don't constitute a technical working group. They work with the ministry and we make sure, say, there is representation from all the various justice sector institutions, the judiciary, the AG's office, Human Rights Commission, Legal Aid Board, Office of Ombudsman, Law Reform Commission, etc., etc. But we also don't say we need to get other ministries involved, and so that is why we get representation from the Ministry of Political and Public Affairs, where they manage the public sector reform process. We get representation from the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs. We get from Ministry of Youth, we get from Ministry of Social Welfare, we get from Internal Affairs, and of course on the other agencies. So we're putting together an ambitious package for reform the justice sector in this country. And waiting that entail, we based on we discussion so far, the strategy we develop, get various objectives, and then of course get outputs. So the first objective really for this effort here, so for say we increase access to quality justice. And when we talk about access to quality justice, we look at them in the context of 2 strands. One, when we can talk about the justice sector, a lot of people they look at the court system where we get in this country, but really the percentage of the population where they access the formal court system, it's very small. A significant percentage of the population, they operate outside the formal justice system. So we consider all of that and see how we strengthen the justice delivery process. So for that, we go make investment in increasing the number of operational justice sector institutions. We go strengthen community engagement in the justice delivery process. We go look at reforming the chiefdom police system. We go look at how we go expand the provision of legal aid in this country. A lot of side and they where the courts and they reach, some other side and they where they want for engage, within these structures, like through community paralegals, etc. We will also talk about improved case management, and how we use that for expedite the justice systems in the country. A lot of time people can complain about cases that they delay in the country. We go work on that. We go strengthen systems and processes, including for witnesses and victims where they come through the court system. We go enhance adherence to human rights and the rule of law. We go strengthen capacity for improved service delivery in the justice sector. That will include investment in legal education. We go use this process for reform with correctional service architecture. So it will really live up to a real name. When we say correctional service, it means correctional service, and that will mean actually making investments in the inmates and whether they so when they come out, they're able to engage productively in a society. But also, we'll try to make sure say we address the issue of congestion.